graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, guy who makes all those unlistenable podcasts over at smodcast.com, and you're listening to the Two Strangers, One Podcast. This is podcasting.
You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. Go to iTunes now and subscribe. For Android users, we are available on the Stitcher app for Google. Now, here's Kris and Kristyn.
Well, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Kris.
And I'm Kristyn.
Yow!
Boom, boom,
Rock and roll! I want that song playing.
That's his entrance song.
One day when we do a live
when we're on the
Two
stage.
Strangers, One Podcast appearance. And if we don't get one booked for real, we're just gonna do guerrilla style. We're gonna set up in a place and just show up. But I gotta get
laser beams.
I need to get a hold of my friend Andy because I need smoke machines. I need laser machines.
It's a whole WWE.
I want
is what it is.
Pyro coming to the stage, Kris. Da 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 da.
And then we don't have enough money for me to do my entrance because we spend it all on Chris's pyro and everything. So I'm sitting at the table just waiting for him. Like, here he comes. Everybody look.
Everybody look at the fat guy.
Here he is. Look at the fat guy. Watch him dance. Watch him dance in his little Speedo.
Oh my God, dude. Now, if I did a podcast in a Speedo, that would definitely... They would kick me out of the mall.
And you gotta wear knee pads.
The knee pads and the long boots all the way up my calf.
Too.
I would love to get long wrestling boots, except that I'm not a wrestler. I do have really cool Harley Davidson flame boots.
We could use those,
but they're more like biker.
Well, we're just starting out.
Now if I have the flame boots, I don't want to wear my Spider-Man underwear. I would need
we'll find you
flame bikini.
Yeah. No, we'll set it all up.
On the internet, I'm pretty sure.
It just has to be a Speedo, is all.
And and I do have...
Look at the fat guy in the Speedo.
I do have a luchador mask. I do have one of those Mexican wrestler-style wrestling
I believe I've seen it before. We have a lot of... You also have a Robin mask.
I have a Robin...
mask fetish thing.
I have...
Someone's into role-playing.
Somebody's into the freaky-deaky.
Someone needs to be a superhero.
Oh, yeah, I want to be a super... I was...
Sorry.
Before... we have that picture on our page... TwoStrangersOnePodcast.com.
What picture?
Of us. There's a picture of us.
Oh,
but that was kind of, please, audience, understand, it was like me holding the camera. We weren't ready to take the picture. We weren't planning on taking the picture.
Fashion forward. We weren't.
Yeah, we need
ready.
to do more
we're gonna do a photo.
Professional photo.
Yeah, we're gonna get the glitz, the glam. We're gonna have hairstylists in there.
But I was playing with the idea of being anonymous, maybe like
a mascot?
Like wearing the mask or something like that. But it makes no sense because I'm over here promoting my book too,
right,
so I'm like...
Okay, I'll be anonymous. Because I'm not really promoting anything. I'm just there.
And I think, I got a sexy voice, so let the women, I think I got a sexy voice. Hi, ladies.
Hear it, ladies. Let them take it in.
Yeah, I am not a big fat fuck.
Skinny.
Hey, big guys need love too.
That's
Eat the
right.
pussy. We're nice and warm to cuddle up to in bed.
Eat the fish taco.
Eats the pussy.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness.
Lord have mercy.
I'll let you take over.
Breaking news, Christopher. I'm surprised you didn't even say anything when I arrived here. Do you even know what happened the other day? Actually, I'm all off on my days, so over the weekend.
What happened over the weekend? I'm really trying to rack my brain. I have no idea.
Snooki had her baby.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
See, I've been listening to podcasts. I have no idea.
Snooki had a little baby boy.
Oh boy.
And also Anna Faris did as well, but I believe it was the same day. Mm-hmm. And the poor girl's being overshadowed by Snooki. Snooki was on Yahoo News and shit, and Anna Faris came out today oh, by the way. Anna Faris, a real actress, had a baby.
I don't know. If I was Anna Faris, I would want to be out of the spotlight.
Yeah, I don't think she's really, one to
I'm not making a reality show.
But it just sucks that Snooki kind of made headlines and she was small print. By the way,
your baby's day and.
Yeah. That baby probably didn't even, I don't know how long labor was. That thing probably fell out. It's probably this big and it was. That thing's so loose.
Honestly, this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Breaking news, Kris.
What abomination of a name did she give it?
Lorenzo Dominic, I believe.
Oh my God.
Lorenzo Dominic, and the last name's Lavalle. That thing's in trouble.
Lorenzo Dominic
Lavalle.
In and of themselves,
It's
each of those
me.
names are fine.
Right, but when combined...
Lorenzo can you get any more...
Guido.
What's the matter, you? Hey.
It's a little meatball.
Why you looking so sad?
And you know that there's gonna be a spin-off.
It's not
Snooki
so
and
bad.
Baby.
Oh,
Snooki
God.
and Lorenzo.
And you know she's gonna do a parenting book.
Oh, easily.
Oh.
Guido's Guide to Parenting. Guidette's Guide to Parenting.
Oh, my
I'm patenting that shit.
Right? Guido's Guide to Parenting.com.
Right, yeah, .com.
Oh my God.
She's probably hitting the bottle right now.
No, I mean,
she's not even breastfeeding. Like,
right.
she's going out. She's at the club right now.
Like she's been
with the
abstaining
baby,
for so long.
Like the baby on his
What
back.
baby?
Glow sticks in hand.
I'm still good for another couple weeks.
Look at this. Send me back to the shore, baby. Let's do another season.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't imagine. There's definitely going to be a spin-off.
I mean, people give Snooki a hard time, but it's just, I don't know. It's too much. She's too much. We get it. You're Italian.
We get
Lorenzo Dominic.
Lorenzo Dominic Lavalle. That's gotta be like the tan. Even if it's not tan, she's easily spray tanning it.
Uh-huh.
Like, if it's a pale baby, she's like...
Spraying with Pam.
It's just orange. Yeah, it's just an orange baby. Oh, good luck. God bless.
I'm of the full belief that babies are innocent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have nothing against a baby.
And I understand, like, I put my daughter on a certain path when I named her Raven Rose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's either gonna be like the hippiest dippy, long
Rainbows
hair and
butterflies.
Did you see the double rainbow today? Like Raven, or that, or like the goth, black makeup, black eyeliner,
Raven
black
Rose.
lips. Hi, father.
Fuck you, Dad.
I'm Morticia now. But, so, those are like the two.
So what do you think is going to happen
futures.
to Lorenzo?
Lorenzo, he's going to have...
big plate of spaghetti in front of him and he's
I
going to be in charge.
make a pasta. I make a sausage so good you smacking your grandmother.
Like owns a pizza place in Jersey or in the
Lorenzo
city.
Dominic. There aren't too many Nobel Prize winners named Lorenzo Dominic.
Don't really know money.
But there was Enrico and Fermi. No.
That's what they're hoping for. So good luck, Snook, on your new adventure of motherhood.
Yeah.
That baby's got to be like the size of her. I can't picture her like carrying it around like without having trouble. Like she's so small, the baby's small. Like I don't know. It'd be too much for her.
Yeah, she's.
I can't see her carrying this thing.
Like
around.
I said, I could see a whole Snooki's baby clothes coming to a Walmart near you, or coming to Mike's t-shirt shop or whatever.
Whatever the hell they got going.
Like designer
store, sure.
Obviously made in a friggin' Chinese sweatshop.
Never. That's not even
a little
right.
baby shirt that had like abs on it, like a splash tone shirt,
painted,
with abs on it.
Here we go. There's gonna be a whole
little baby Ed Hardy shirts.
The diapers are gonna be snookied out, blinged out.
Bedazzled, blinged out fucking diapers.
Here we go.
God.
This is it. Like the rhinestones on the pacifier or something ridiculous. Here we go.
If it was a girl,
cash crap.
If it was a girl, would it get like the vajazzle?
Yeah. Oh, leave the baby out of
this. This vajazzle's irritating my diaper.
I got a rash. And also, everything's breaking news, but it's not. Did you hear about Prince Harry?
I heard
and
he was naked in a hotel room.
Yeah, in Las Vegas. They were playing strip billiards, and there was
but
cameras.
The girls leaked the photos, right?
I don't know. Somebody who was there. Yeah. I don't know if the girls are like their friends. Who the hell knows?
He's in a hotel room.
Yeah, I think he was at the Wynn.
That's his personal business. And quite frankly...
I guess the whole thing was the security was supposed to take, and they took some of them, but I guess they didn't know about... How are you going to get them all?
Nowadays you can't catch...
it's their personal
Everybody
property.
has a fucking cell phone.
Right. And who gives a shit? Like, literally, he's just out...
That's, and like I said, I have no...
kid.
It's not like I'm a fan of his, but that's violating his... privacy. That's, that just bothers me on that level.
Right.
Even though he probably doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
But,
so I guess like the royal family's upset. Everybody's upset.
Now, I mean, I heard of this, I heard of the leak. Obviously, I'm not looking up like the Scarlett Johansson photos, but
you can't see anything. He's like cupping his balls in one and a naked girl's behind him, but you can't see anything. And then like you see his ass in one and he's holding the girl. Like it's his back.
Oh, so you don't see anything?
You don't see anything. Unless there's other ones. Those are the only two that were leaked. And I guess he had a longtime girlfriend.
But if he's posing for the camera, then...
it was just like...
I thought he was naked and someone just decided to snap photos or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess they were playing strip billiards because there's a pool table there.
Oh, okay.
And like somebody took a photo and he's like cupping his mouth, but he's not looking at the camera, so I don't even know if he knew it was taken.
Okay.
And the other one, his back is to it.
If you got something worth showing off, I mean, fuck it.
like you don't see anything. Like I don't know.
I'm dancing in my underwear on the internet, so
I don't even know if he knew the photos were taken because he wasn't even looking in that direction.
Oh, okay.
But I guess what is it like? One of the porn sites.
Seen the Family Jewel.
Offered like $10 million for him to do a porno, but I don't think that's happening.
Oh no. I mean,
the Family Jewels went out as ginger
He can
balls.
get away with it almost because he was in a hotel room. That's his private business.
That
someone violated his privacy.
And I guess they're investigating security, like they were supposed to do more, the whole thing. But I mean, really, how far can they go?
If he did something as blatant as a porno, they'd be disowned and the royal family would kick him out.
So I guess there's all these,
he just had his privacy violated. Yeah. And
but everybody's just so upset with Harry. How could
he
act
the
like this?
bald one? The bald
No,
one?
he's the cuter ginger,
he's the cute
younger
one. Okay, excuse me.
He's the ginger bald
well, no, not
girl.
cute. I mean, like I'm
He's
saying
the
cute, like he's the cute one. Hey.
I mean, it's just
because I know there's the balding one.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean,
and I guess he had a girlfriend. She's donezo with him after the photos leaked.
There was a situation like that, also with Kobe Bryant.
I didn't read up on that. What
was
happened?
at a
She's
party.
Staying by him, of course.
She's staying by him, but
as usual.
He's shirtless.
That was it.
On his phone with these
like
little,
or something, right?
Obviously, little fangirls or
something random.
Roadies or groupies, and the girl was obviously like a groupie, standing very close to him, and.
That wife has stood by
through
everything.
Because she's
got the money. I mean, she does nothing.
He pays for every.
Remember, like after like the rape charges or whatever, right?
And he got her like $1 billion huge.
Yeah. I don't know why you're staying, girl.
I know why she's staying. Because she loves that money, honey.
Yeah, she doesn't even care.
He's
what
like,
she looks
please,
like.
put your foot in your mouth again, please.
So I wonder what she's gonna get this time.
Fuck a prenup.
Yeah, just keep buying her shit.
I mean, it's embarrassing, but she's. If they do get a divorce, and
she'll make up for just fine.
She will walk away.
She's doing just fine. Nobody worry about her.
Yeah, and I don't.
She clearly doesn't care about her image.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm not into sports, but Kobe Bryant strikes me as like a real arrogant.
I don't really know. Like, you don't ever hear about how he acts, but I could totally see it. He's been around a while.
Because it was right before the rape charges. He had a big Sprite campaign. Yep. He was a big Sprite spokesman. And just seeing those commercials irritated the shit out of me.
Yeah, I can't see him as being a humbled
guy. From what I understand, he's very arrogant. And then, the story was he would play with Shaquille O'Neal, and professionally, they worked well as a team.
They always
But they hated each other. And,
And the two of them, I could see them both having their egos.
Yeah, I mean, see, I don't know. I'm ignorant of sports, but Shaquille O'Neal crosses over where, even though, I'll put it like this, he seems like a fun dummy. Like he's fun to be around. I've seen crazy videos he's done online. There was a video of him dressed up like a woman for like a Halloween party.
So big.
He used to rap. He used to do kung fu.
Yeah, like I think he just has no shame.
Yeah,
like,
he's like a big goof.
A playful guy.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he has enough skill. He's a professional, very, very famous professional basketball player. But, he seems more like I could hang out with Shaq.
We're hanging out with Shaq next week.
He's the guy you want to show up at the party. Kobe
Two
Bryant.
strangers, one Shaq.
Kobe Bryant seems like the real arrogant dickhole.
I look better than you. I'm better than you.
I got skills. I got money. I got good looks.
Fuck you, Kobe.
Sprite endorsement.
I rape bitches, get away with it.
Well, he didn't rape
I don't,
me.
yeah.
Fucking,
it's a whole
he banged two fucking groupies or whatever.
And somebody got upset.
And,
People
and in Colorado, they don't like that shit. They don't like the brothers with the white girls, so,
dun, dun, dun.
it got, that, as much as I don't like Kobe, that rape charge was bullshit. It was bogus.
And then, who I actually like, which is kind of weird because it is a Kardashian, is Khloe's husband, Lamar. I think he's a humbled guy. You don't think so?
I've listened to a podcast
where
they were interviewing the production assistants on that show.
Oh.
And his name is Kris. No,
not him. Lamar Odom.
Oh, Lamar.
Not Kris Humphries. That was the one.
They said
who was with Kim.
Yeah, they were saying Kris Humphries.
Oh, I could see him being a douche.
That
I hear he's real dumb.
Yeah, the production's assistant's name was Kris.
Okay.
And so he'd be like, yo, what's your name? And the guy's like, my name's Chris. Oh, that's easy to remember, is my name. And then like the next day. And then the next day he would be like, yo, what's your name? I forgot.
I've heard he's a real dumbass.
And he wanted the hot sauce from like it's a chicken restaurant, and he wanted their hot sauce.
Chicken Joe's, in New York City, are you thinking?
I forgot the name of the place. But basically, he wanted the hot sauce that this restaurant serves. That, it's not available on the market.
Okay.
So, he the production assistant, just to like, keep things peaceful on the set, went and stole this bottle of hot sauce from the restaurant just to make Kris Humphries happy.
What a baby.
You know, like he said, because of him, I had to commit a crime and steal. You know.
Yeah, I see him just being a big, like, just a...
Okay, Lamar Odom.
Lamar is...
He's with...
the one actually married to Chloe, the younger, chunkier one they always say.
Is that the tall...
Yeah, that one.
Now, on my Facebook page, it used to be on our Facebook page, I did a Photoshop where I took the Kardashians and I made them into the Avengers.
The Avengers.
I have
Chris's dream.
I have Kim as Iron Man. I have Chloe as the Incredible Hulk. Yes. She's the tallest one.
And then the little one is...
And the little one, what's her name?
Courtney.
Courtney is Captain America. But actually, Captain America had these like backup dancers when if you ever see the movie Captain America, he does these USO shows and the USO dancers.
You made her as a dancer.
So I found a dress and I photoshopped it on her. Yeah. And but Chloe, the big one.
Yeah.
Now whoever airbrushed this photo, because in the picture that I photoshopped, she looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
She looks like an Amazon, like a really beautiful
like,
Amazon.
Real, like she's not like. I feel like Kim's just kind of like, yeah, you know, let's do stuff for fame, you know, sort of thing. Where Chloe's like, what the fuck, I'm married, I'm not going there, like, you know. But I feel bad they always call her the bigger fat one. She's just a little heavier. She's taller than the other ones. I mean...
Well, I remember they tweeted, like, it was like, they were getting ready to go in the pool, and like they tweeted a picture of their sandals, and it was like 2 small sets of sandals and 1 giant pair. And,
I feel bad. Like she really gets a bad rap.
That's one of those like backhanded.
She's up again.
Sisters are, sisters are catty. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention that these are fame. These are trolling for fame, and of course here we are feeding right into it.
Her husband,
who's Lamar,
he's
big,
with him, so I can't speak. He used to play for Lakers.
Okay.
Now he moved, and then I think he's back. It's somewhere.
But like in the Photoshop, even though I photoshopped that I made her green, in that picture she looks really fucking good.
I think when she's all done up, like just even on TV, she's pretty. Like you can tell she's a Kardashian. But they give her such a, because the paparazzi takes horrible photos of her when she's coming out of the gym. And looks good coming out of the gym. And it's so mean. It's like the youngest, you know, and she's like all sweaty and like not wearing makeup. It's like, poor girl. Like,
like we were talking about episodes back, going after the paparazzi. Let me catch you when you're not ready.
Like this girl's going to the gym trying to, you know, get healthy, and here you are, like, wait, she's
all
like,
up in her fucking business.
Yeah, and no wonder why she gets a bad rap, you dicks. But I like her husband. He seems like humbled, like because he comes from like his dad's just like this is what I think. I don't know if it's for sure. He's pretty much kind of like abandoned him. He's been like on drugs, living on the street. So he's like grew up in like a whole kind of messed up family. I think he lost his mom and just kind of like worked his way up. Like actually knows what it's like to rags to riches. Sort of thing.
Not have nothing.
So right, and knows what it's like to lose things.
You don't take it, take for granted.
Right, and I think he's just at that humble beginning where he's not.
And she's just happy to be with a guy that's taller than her.
He's huge. He looks ridiculous. You've probably seen him.
No, I've seen, I know who you're talking about because I've seen the commercials. And he seems okay. He hasn't hit my radar.
Yeah, no. But, I mean, he's not like some huge.
Which I guess is good. He's no controversy.
Yeah, he's not like anything crazy, but. And that's that. And that's how I feel about the NBA. Have you seen Expendable 2 yet?
I still haven't seen Expendables.
It's still going strong at the box office.
I've been.
You've been doing your own thing with Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. It's for us. It's for us, guys.
You've been hanging with your buddy.
I've been promoting our podcast. It's called Two Strangers, One Podcast, not Chris's podcast.
Chris's podcast.
You know,
I didn't know if it fell off the truck yet.
I haven't.
But that is still going strong.
I hear good things. I want to see it. Like I said, all my guy friends are busy and, you know, I don't know anybody.
I don't know if we talked about this on the show, because I know I've read this before and I read it again today, But there's now a Who's Your Daddy, ? Who's Your Daddy, van. And it's a DNA truck.
It's a DNA truck. I heard about that.
I've seen like pictures of this DNA, like it's all decked out like Who's Your Daddy DNA testing, like it goes around. I've not seen one here though, but I would love to just pass one.
I think it's in New York City.
Is that where it's starting up this business? They might put our man Maury out of business though. Or is this part of a branch off of Maury?
Because whenever you watch the end of Maury,
it
promotes
is it the same place?
I believe it's the same place.
All right, so Maury's connected to this.
Yeah, it's just that...
I just don't want Maury to be...
Because think about it, how many people can you do a week?
How long did the results take?
What I'm saying is...
Oh, I'm Maury.
Let's just say Maury does 4 couples a show, 5 days a week. Yeah. That's only 20 couples. They could still get Joe Blow off the street.
You drive around the street. I wonder how much it costs.
All Maury is a commercial for that, because every man... Every man... And if you're not a father yet, you will have every man nowadays, after watching fucking Maury.
Yeah.
I don't care if everyone says my daughter looks like me. Every man has that suspicion, like, this fucking Grammy bitch fucked somebody.
9 months ago.
And you do the math, you're like, let me see, did we really fuck back then?
Were we even?
Like I did the math. My daughter was conceived around Thanksgiving. And luckily my brain
could go back that far.
Yeah, my brain can okay.
You don't need the Who's Your Daddy truck.
I don't think I need the Who's Your Daddy truck.
When it comes down to
every man, like I said, after watching
that show's
Maury,
been on so much,
you can't help
question
but feel
what's going on.
Then you got the girls. Am I really the mother?
That's the spinoff. Did I really give birth to this?
But all right, this is the way I understand it. I mean, I was under the impression that it cost somewhere to $350 to $400.
I was gonna say this thing can't be cheap.
Yeah. Now,
like it's not just breezing down the street.
And what happens is on Maury, the Maury show pays for it.
Right.
And not that they really pay for it, they just advertise it.
And then
customers come to the place and send DNA.
Everybody wants to go.
And I think also Who's Your Daddy, but there's other companies where like you can mail in your sample.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
They send the kit to your house. You swab your mouth. You swab the baby's mouth, and
it's so crazy.
And you mail it in. And like I said, unfortunately,
what if there was a mistake, you got in the mail, and it was like somebody else's, and it was like,
you are not.
No!
So 2 people would get
it. And the wife was like, I swear I didn't cheat.
You fucking bitch.
That's it. We're headed to Maury. and inadvertently you just get to Maury's then. It always comes back to Maury. Yeah, so I saw that. I thought that would be... I would love to just be on the street and just... Oh, there's a Who's Your Daddy truck.
I mean, as much as...
I don't have...
I don't know. I want to find out how much it is. I was always in the assumption. I could be totally wrong. I was under the assumption it was like $350.
I wouldn't think it's cheap.
Or at the very least, even if it's like $80, who the fuck has $80 walking on the street? Unless, I guess,
that's what I say.
If you know the van is coming.
Mr. Softy. Yeah, you know the van's coming.
It's right.
I gotta let you know a week in advance.
It's right behind, the burrito truck.
Yeah. Street
and the Italian sub truck.
There's like a bigger line outside Who's Your Daddy than like...
It's at the fairs. The fairs always have those carts.
The different carts.
Who's Your Daddy cart?
You know what? Since we're here, what might as well just get tested.
And the woman just fucking... Because women do not like hearing guys saying, "Am I really the father?"
Yeah, that fucking dicks. You're the father.
But you watch Maury, and that shit makes you suspicious.
Yeah, I know.
You tell a woman, "Are you at least like I have friends of mine." My 2 closest friends, also fathers, you could look at their kids and just, okay, boom, there's no fucking doubt there. And luckily both my friends don't have brothers, so it's not like she fucked a brother or something
brothers,
like that. But
I like how more when they get like the girls like there's 5 people they're actually testing. They're like, is this all the people? Yes, this is all the people.
I'm 1000% sure.
All of them don't check out to be the father, and they're like, is there? She's screaming. Well, maybe there's a couple other people. Why didn't you bring them in? Now we got to do a whole nother episode on you. Oh, you crazy bitches! Gotta love it.
Yeah, I will kill somebody.
And we actually talked about the Pussy Riot on one of
Pussy Riot!
Our favorite group,
Fish
the Pussy
taco.
Riot. Pink tacos and Pussy Riot.
Hot tuna.
Ooh. Well, I just read that 2 members actually escaped Russia. So I don't know how many members there are.
There are 3 members.
3? Okay. So I don't know what happened to the one. They escaped. So I don't know how, and I think feminist groups are helping, they think. Well, so I don't know what's going on with the one member.
You could come to the United States and claim asylum.
All right.
You know, and
so I don't,
the U.S. won't extradite.
Because they said where
that is such an overblown charge.
Right.
That if you came to the United States and claim asylum, the U.S. would protect you.
So I don't know. It just said that.
Holy shit.
That 2 escaped Russia. I doubt they're going to say where they're located right now.
Yeah.
If they're not safe. But I don't know about the other member. Like,
the Pink Underground.
The Pussy Underground.
The Pussy Riot Underground.
They got their own Pussy Tunnel. Instead of the Underground Railroad.
I would love
They got a Pussy Tunnel.
I think I visited the Pussy Tunnel a couple times.
Well, he does have a baby. So I guess you did.
Because remember, in the 80s, there was a big... In the 80s, a lot of Russians used to defect to the United States. Back when it was still in the middle of the Cold War.
Everybody loves to come here.
What the hell? Brishnikov. He was the famous...
He was the...
ballet dancer. Yeah. You know, he came here and...
With his junk. With his ballet dance. Do they stuff? Like, what is that? Or is it like padding there? Because they all seem to have this distinct bulge.
Well, I think...
And you can't take your eyes off
you do have to wear some sort of supportive...
There's gotta be something. Or else you would get
some
the whole
sort of definition because you're jumping up and down.
Yeah.
And the way boobs need a sports bra to keep them from bouncing around.
I wonder what is actually in there.
It's probably like a cup or something. Like an athletic supporter.
A soft padded cup, I feel.
Yeah, just to keep the boys...
jiggling.
Keep the boys from bouncing up and down.
We want to focus on the dancing, not the ball.
Yeah, because that shit...
That shit gets fluffed.
Nuts are very sensitive. Nuts are very, very sensitive. It does not take much. That's why when they say a guy is assaulting you, ladies, you know, I'm betraying my fellow men. Hit the fucking nuts.
Twist and squeeze.
Because there's no such thing as a man who gets hit in the nuts and isn't, you know, it's the
effective.
It isn't effective. Now, Eddie Murphy had a great joke about that. He goes, you could just graze nuts. Like, he goes, you don't have to full swing. Just give it a that's all you need. And a guy will cower in...
Now, do I dare ask, what does it feel like? Because I do see, you know, people get hit and they're in excruciating pain on the ground.
Now, what happens is...
And me not having nuts, I do not know. I've heard it feels like stabbing.
It feels like a stabbing. What happens is, and I'm not even making a joke, your nuts will suck up inside you. Like... If you're really cold...
Right, where they go up.
Your nuts go up.
Yeah, shrinkage and all that.
They ascend into you.
They gotta get warm.
When you get hit, they pull into
they
you.
Go up.
And it feels like all the muscles in your abdomen seizing up. I guess it would be equivalent to having a cramp.
Okay.
You know, I mean, the way women have described cramps to me.
It hurts.
You know, it's all your abdomen muscles...
Spasming type thing. Like, contracting.
Tensing and clenching.
Yeah.
And... When you get hit in the nuts, you can't breathe.
Yeah, I heard
you can't. You know what I'm saying? You
on the ground catching your breath.
It is now.
Pussies, wusses. Try having.
Well, that's how Mother Nature
having
made us.
menstrual cramps once a month.
Right? At least with us, it has to be in that extreme circumstance you get hit by hitting the nuts.
Us not just once a month for whatever reason.
Not because the calendar day.
Yeah.
And let me tell you
try giving birth.
Almost kind of worse than getting kicked in the nuts.
Birth.
Well, no, for men
birth?
Is blue balls. Now, blue balls is if you get a guy and he thinks he's gonna have sex.
Right. So this is actually a thing because then, girls have told me like, no, it's not really. It's just blue balls are upset. I'm like, I think it's really a thing.
Blue balls is a
they
very real. No. Well,
not like a blue.
I've never stared at my balls. But
like
it is just as bad as getting kicked in the nuts, if not worse.
Really?
Yeah, because if a guy's getting ready to fool around and it's all hot and heavy and heavy petting, you know, a man gets ready and actually for anyone,
blood's rushing to that.
Blood's rushing to the area. And that's what happens is like, it's like almost like the blush, since the blood didn't have a chance to be released. Mm-hmm. It is the worst.
It's just like settles
and you can't.
Looking up. If it actually
there's no way to recover easy. You have to like walk it off, and it hurts to take a step. Once again, it hurts to breathe.
Well, I didn't know
you can't lift anything.
I just heard a blue ball's like, oh, they're upset.
Well, I mean, like when you're ready to go, and guys, like a woman, things get lubricated. Things,
wet and wild.
When you're spotting, when you're staining the front of your drawers. Hey, it said explicit content at the top of the episode.
Don't turn blue. Somebody told me that once, and I was like, really, like that blue?
No, but it is a horrible, horrible pain where you can't walk. Because,
Kris, you sound like you've experienced
Well, because what happens is you get hot and heavy, and guys being guys will say, yeah, come on, bitch, and what the fuck you call me? You're like, he's trying to, you try to be cute with the dirty, you try to be cute with the dirty, no, but some girls girls, Call me dirty bitch. Pull my hair.
Piss on me.
Yeah. Hold me down. And it's like,
Kobe me.
Some women like some shit that it's like, you're like, can I legally do this? Because I want to get your approval before you fucking send me to jail. Like, no, I like it when you grab me and throw me down and as a man in this day and age, you don't want to end up like Kobe Bryant with a fucking charge.
I know a guy, he was sleeping with a girl, and he's like, she was the craziest thing, because suddenly it just, like, got out of control, and he was like, should I even be doing it? She wanted to be punched in the forehead, and he's like, okay, like, kinda did it, not hard.
Harder, motherfucker.
And she's like, harder. And he's like,
bitch.
Okay, did a little harder, and then he was like, no, punch me. And he's like, and she's like, do it. And he, like, cracked her in the skull. And then it was like, this is over. Like, I can't get into this shit.
Yeah, that's
He's like, I'm literally punching you in the forehead. Like, this is, like, shit I would do to my friends. Like,
pull my hair, choke me.
Into some crazy shit.
I know a lot of girls who like to get choked, and it's a real...
I don't get that whole thing. It's that whole I can't do it.
I think asphyxiation, but I think
like
it's
aroused
also like a
with it too,
control
like
thing.
It's all connected. I don't know.
Man being
but
man,
like
holding a woman down
choking.
like
It's
a
not
fucking
like
Neanderthal, and
it's not like a little like, you can't breathe.
It's
like a
and
you're choking them.
What if I bruise your fucking neck?
And then you're walking around with...
And you walk around with my fucking handprint on your neck, and everyone's gonna look at me like I'm the fucking scumbag.
Like, Kris, what the fuck you do to her, man?
Yeah.
Like,
people are calling fucking hotlines behind my back and shit.
No,
they're getting her pamphlets.
Honey, listen, if things are rough at home...
She's a freak. It's not me, it's her.
Yeah, some people are into... I don't get it personally. It's not my style.
But they're girls like
I guess I'm old
kids,
school, and I just like, to make love. Why can't we all just make love? Why does it have to be the abuse
punch
thing?
Me, choke me, pull my hair, spank me.
Like, spit on me. I don't... Down. Spit and vomit are the two grossest things. Those are two things that gross me out. And I don't get when people want to be spit on.
Yeah, I don't...
Like, that's what lube's for. If you need lube, hey.
Go get some fucking ass.
Yeah, like, what's with the spit? I don't want your stank saliva.
Uh-huh. Ugh. Now, okay, I guess I'll interject now.
What you got?
We'll kind of keep it. Other than blue balls getting kicked in the nuts, the worst feeling I've ever had in my life, seriously, is kidney stones.
Well, that's going in, that's a little calcium thing going through your little urethra, which is tiny, and it's jagged.
And what had happened was,
it's like a calcium
I had lost a lot of weight. Are you familiar with what Phen Fen, fenfluramine?
I've heard of Phen Fen, but I have no idea.
It was in the late 90s, and I lost 90 pounds using Phen Fen.
Okay.
And they made it illegal now. I think you can get it like in Canada and Mexico, but what happened was...
Some underground pussy tunnel you can get it there.
You find Pussy Riot, you pass by them.
Riot.
Hey, nice and good. You guys are doing great. I'm gonna go pick up some Phen Fen in Mexico.
Alright. Find that third member.
Alright. And what happens is when your body burns the fat, it raises the ketone level in your kidneys, and when the ketones build up in your kidneys, it makes like kidney stones. Yeah. And
they're like little jagged things, so going through that urethra there, the pee tube.
I went to go take a piss, I went to go urinate.
Yeah.
And there was no flow whatsoever.
Blockage.
And it was the worst fucking feeling in my life. They rushed me to the emergency room. I thought it was fucking
because there's all backup too.
No, excuse me. I finally pissed. Like, my body felt like I was releasing something, but nothing came out. And then it came out. And after I finished pissing, I dropped to my knees. I was crying. It was the worst pain I ever had. And so,
I'm kidding.
Well, I was saying, I've never given birth, obviously.
Yeah. There you go.
But, kidney stones was the worst feeling I've ever had in my life. I might as well.
Because they're like little jagged stones going through this little ass tube. Yeah,
because at the time I'm in the hospital, I'm complaining about lower pains. They don't know what it was. They thought people saying
like
appendicitis, and there's nothing really to check. Now, what had happened was obviously the doctor's supposed to ask you your health history. I didn't say, holy shit. Oh, by the way, I've lost 90 pounds in the past 3 months.
So it's their fault for not asking.
I lost weight real fast.
I gotta get some of this Phen Fen. Gotta get in that pussy tunnel.
All these fat ass Midwest housewives were taking it, and it was fucking up their heart valves. Yeah. And because I was using Phen Fen along with the balanced diet and exercise, and it worked for me.
Yeah.
I lost 90 pounds in fucking 3 months. And it is extreme. I mean, I've also had the gastric bypass surgery, but I'm a fat fuck again. I went down to...
That's my boy!
I went down to 170, now I'm back up to 270. But... So then they checked my urine. I had a high ketone level. So then you had kidney stones.
By the way.
And it was,
Did you get to see the stones in the little bottle?
No, well, I pissed out the first one, and luckily,
how many did you have?
I was able to, like, everything that was behind that one, I urinated out naturally.
Okay. So they weren't that big, like...
You know, there are people who have, where they send sonic vibrations to destroy them. My uncle did that.
And that goes right up there.
And then
right
I believe
in
the worst situations, they will actually go into surgery and get them out.
That's gotta be real bad.
I honestly don't wish that pain on my worst enemy.
That's gotta be real bad.
Okay.
So if anybody has kidney stones, call Chris.
If anyone has kidney stones, I feel your pain. You and I could be friends. Would you ever... Now, we were kind of talking about sex and freaky... You know, okay, a guy felt bad about punching a girl, choking a girl, maybe feeling bad about pulling her hair. Would you...
Shit on a guy's chest.
If you were in a guy... Do you know what pegging is?
No, sorry.
It's when a woman fucks a guy in the ass. With a strap-on dildo.
Obviously, I can't do it without a strap-on.
Well, no, but I mean, yeah, so... okay. If you were with a guy...
I don't think I could muster up that.
And he said, look, you know, and everything was... The sex was good and everything like that, but he's like, let's take it to the next level, and I want you to fuck me in the ass.
You know what I say? I say, no, and if that's what you were looking for, you're with the wrong girl or sex. Like, maybe you should go try a guy.
Well, I mean, you know, there is, you know... like homosexual men. I mean, homosexual men do get a pleasure from something being up their ass. So there is a biological connection to getting pegged.
Massage the
Now what
prostate.
if like now would you be like, what if he said, okay, you know, they have like those dildos with the suction cup, like he had it pressed up against the wall, and I
was on the wall, and
he was on the wall, and he was doing himself. Would that like freak you out? Would you say, get the fuck out of here?
Anything going up his ass, we'd have to reevaluate, I think, our relationship. I don't know if I want to be with him.
Wow.
I don't know if I can look at him. Maybe I could get past it for a day, and then suddenly I'd just be like, I can't. After so long.
I let you get freaky that one night.
Yeah, after just be like, I can't look at you the same way.
And a couple extra glasses of Chardonnay. I let that shit slide for one night, motherfucker.
No. I don't think, because afterwards I wouldn't be able to look at him the same.
That second part, well, each parts require going to the store and buying something.
Yes.
What if he said, put a finger in there?
No, because that's my finger. If he wants to put his own finger in there, first of all, sorry guys, I do not do anal. I can't muster up somebody sticking that up there. I can't. Cause there's just too much, you know, coming out, you know, on a...
The one-way street, boys.
Yeah, like, the Hershey Highway, whatever you want to call it, I don't want anything up there.
But you wouldn't, I mean...
And if we're going at it...
More power to you.
And if he wants, you know...
To finger himself.
And maybe I don't even know he does it because he's that slick. Go ahead. That's your finger, your prerogative. But if he wants me to stick mine... I'm not down with the poop on the stink on my finger. Alright, cause guys are nasty in the bathroom. You know, I've heard guys like shit's coming out of there that shouldn't, like, it's just not normal bowel movement.
Some liquids and solids.
Yeah, like now you want me to stick my finger up there? It's like a plug. Like, I don't know how good you are at wiping. I don't know. That's your area. If you want to stick your finger in there, hey, whatever you want to do. But don't touch me afterwards with that finger till it's sterile. Okay? But even my ex-boyfriend, after like, we dated for like 4 years. After like 2 years in, he's like, you know, let's do anal. I'm like, no, I can't. So he would always beg, you know, every now and then. I'm like, no, I can't. Like, I don't have any desire to. So it's not going to be pleasurable for me, you know. And so finally got to the point where I was like, you know when I'll let you, because he would just always say, it would come up, and I'm like, you know what I'll let you do, you know, when we get married on our honeymoon, okay? And I knew, like, down the line, we weren't gonna get married. So I was like, you know what? Because every time it does, I'd be like, no, I told you. What? On our honeymoon? That'll be the thing you can look forward to.
Back in the days, you know, the woman gave up their virginity.
Right. I give up anal. And still to that, like, the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not fucking giving him.
You'd be like, you should put a ring
we already got a ring on it. What, you gonna divorce me now? Because I didn't give you anal that night?
Like, you should put a ring on.
Right? Well, she didn't give me anal, so.
I gotta get the gold ring before you get the brown ring.
Oh, yeah. I would have to be like, I don't even care if you, like, we get so blackout drunk.
Alcohol poisoning
drunk. Like, I gotta be passed out. You do what you gotta do on our honeymoon. I wake up, I have no recollection of it. There, you had your way.
So, okay.
But I guess it just, what is the whole deal? It feels tighter?
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole thing. I mean, I'm not loose, so that's what I'm telling him. I was like...
obviously there's no, natural lubrication, like,
right.
But when, I mean, and I'll just get real here, when you got a girl fucking...
Anally.
But I'm just saying, you got a girl turned on to that point, like, the asshole does lubricate itself. I'm just calling as it is. I hope I don't sound ignorant or offensive. When, you know.
There's so many freaking secretions in the body that I'm sure there's something that can happen there. That going.
That fucking charged up.
See, I don't get
because that's, quite frankly, that's the only time it's happening.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna just
exactly, like,
hi honey, I'm home,
you're
bend over.
You're asking me if I want anal. No.
No, that anal comes after a lot of buildup, you know, you have to be...
Exactly. Maybe I would do it if I had buildup. I've never once had buildup.
Ain't nobody build me up that fucking much.
But I just have no desire for it.
And that's why I, first and foremost, I
know a lot of people who've done it and they love it. I'm like, more power to you.
There's some women that some
that's
women,
all they
some
do.
women come from anal.
Yeah,
some
that's
women,
all they
like,
do.
You know.
I know a girl that was the only thing she'd do because she wouldn't get pregnant. I'm like, that's your safe sex. Go ahead.
And they, I have heard stories like there's teenagers where like they'll do anal not to give up the pussy. Because the pussy is for the husband. The pussy is for someone special. So they'll do the anal, they'll do the blowjobs.
The other holes, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like,
except
what the fuck were these girls when I was growing up? But when it comes, and now, like I said, they call it pegging because,
so the girl
the girl wears a strap-on dildo, but there are
I have
smaller,
heard of that, but I didn't know the name.
There are smaller, devices, so the guy feels less gay.
Of course.
Which is where because the peg, these things are made where that's the thing where you actually put the dildo on. That's where that term comes from. The peg is the thing you put the dildo on.
Oh, so you can do like different
but you can just fuck with the peg. So it's
not... That's awesome.
So for a guy, instead of having this big veiny thing up your asshole...
He's gonna use the peg.
He's gonna use the peg. It's not gay if it's the peg.
Guys, it was just a peg.
It's just it's like a thumb,
Might as well use a thumb then.
Like you never had a girl stick a pinky in your stinky.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
Pinky and the stinky.
Pinky and the stinky.
Well, there's the shocker. Okay, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Again, never would I don't... When you got a couple of fingers in that right spot, I don't need another one going there. Like, if you were to suddenly something's under there, I feel it. I'm like, okay, we're done.
I'm gonna kick you in the fucking throat.
Whoa.
You grab by the balls. Listen, you grab by the balls.
I know you thought that was the right time to do that. We're not gonna do that anymore.
But, long story short.
Are they ever short?
A friend of a friend of a friend. It was a guy. A male friend of mine.
Did some pegging?
Has been pegged.
Nice.
And...
Chris, was it really you?
This was no. Well.
I'm
freaky D.
There's like a dildo on the wall.
There's very little I won't do. If I'm with a person that I'm into, there's very little I won't do. But, honestly, no, this isn't one of those I have a friend stories.
Yeah.
No,
that's actually happened to
a guy I went to high school with. And the person who told me this story, there's no reason they would lie about it. And in high school, he was Mr. Machismo, nice body, good build, and stuff
Mr.
like that.
Good Body.
And I heard he likes to be pegged. And
that's the thing, like, some of these good-looking guys, there's like a secret sexual side to them.
And
that comes out,
it's just like,
they got their likes.
I love knowing that little piece of knowledge, like, motherfucker, for all the fucking time, for all the hard times you put me in, you like fucking shit up your ass.
You like to be pegged.
And like I said, the source of this information has no reason to lie to me about it, so it's.
You like to be pegged.
Okay, and now that we're still talking about sex.
That's all we do now.
It's
a sex hotline.
How young is young?
For me?
For you. The guy comes up to you.
That I would...
How young is young?
See, I'm 26. Okay. Let's see, a guy that I would actually...
And you're not gonna get in trouble, you're not...
No, because I really don't... Maybe I would... The youngest I would probably go is 24. What? I don't like...
Not even 18?
No.
Because at least 18 you won't get in trouble.
Right. No, I just find them annoying, like immature, pimply, and still, like, growing up. Like, I like people after college.
Oh, okay.
Because college, they're more into, like, how many people can I screw? How many STDs can I get? Like,
another
and just
notch
jugging,
on the
yeah, you know, like, that's their mentality.
Post.
Which is fine. You're young, go through it. So I like kind of that after college.
Oh, wow.
I don't really like this whole young thing.
Oh,
now, I know people who would go for 18.
Yeah, that's,
I'm like, really? What do you guys even talk about?
I'm such a fucking animal. I'm like 18, hey. As long as I'm not getting fucking in trouble, or if it's younger and she don't tell anybody.
Yeah. There's that consent.
Hey, you better,
Chris has it on a recording.
I'll meet you,
Yeah, no, I can't. I just don't. I think with guys, it's totally different.
Oh, okay.
Just because.
Well, no, I mean, some people have their preferences.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I think guys, like, just with younger girls, because girls, they look hot, like, young. I don't know, like, and you guys could put up with a lot of shit for a hot girl.
Yeah, we will.
Like, girls, I can't put up with.
A lot of shit.
Like, I don't want to put up with your annoying, let's go to a frat party and.
You know,
and I'm the last girl you can bring home or something. You know, I don't want to deal with you.
like.
That's, like, so I like the after college,
After college.
Not that you're grown up, but you've been through a lot, got a lot of it somewhat out of your system, and.
Okay.
Not that you're ready to settle down,
chill
but.
out.
Yeah, but let's party and we can get
like,
hot.
we can party.
Yeah, like.
We can fuck like rabbits. I'm not fucking everybody else like rabbits.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like that sort of mentality. So, like, 24.
24, wow.
I can't do that.
That's just how grimy. I'm 35 and I'm like 18. I'm almost twice their age and I'm like 18.
See, I think, like.
I'm praying for an 18-year-old girl.
Because an 18-year-old guy, like, I picture, like, in high school how they were, and I'm like, ugh. Like, I loved them as friends because it's funny, made me laugh, but, let's hang out, date, and fuck,
Wow.
Because I know too much about you. And I know, like, the guy's mentality at that age. They're young, they want to screw, eat, play video games, screw, eat, play video games.
Yeah.
They don't got time for girls, except for the screwing part. Or if, like, the best is they don't have a ride somewhere, they'll call you.
Hey,
yeah, like,
picking me up?
Like, if we don't even know if they have a car. Like,
I'm at Joey's.
Yeah.
Pick me up.
Come on, we'll get, like, a pizza or something. Like,
I'll get you a slice.
yeah. No, I'm not playing with those young people. Yeah, I'll get you a slice. No drink! Slice. Can't afford a drink. Wow. We'll split a drink.
So we're learning.
See, I think it's different with guys, though, because girls
grimy.
are kind of... I'm so grimy.
I'm 18, you know,
Well,
what states do I have to go to where it's 16, 17?
Yeah.
I gotta go to
like
Alabama.
14. Midwest, where we're trying to get our fans up. Our listeners up.
Any 17-year-old? No.
Any 17-year-old in the Midwest.
Any 18-year-old girl. Let's keep it, so at least it's legal and everything. Yeah. Any 18-year-old girl.
Contact Chris at Two Strangers One Podcast.
Facebook.com, Two Strangers One Podcast. Feel free to send me any pictures that you like.
We're gonna get like an influx
now,
of like
me and Kristyn both have access to that page.
Yes. So send everything.
So you could, but just put in the subject, you know, for Chris's eyes only.
Chris's eyes only.
Just so Kristyn doesn't have to see anything she doesn't have to see.
Oh, you know I'll have to preview it.
Or you could just find me directly, or, you know, find the administrator of the Facebook page and just send it directly to me. Feel free. Let me tell you, I'm not, and trust me, I ain't sharing. And now, if you send it to the Facebook page, understand that Kristyn may see them. Unless you're a freak and you like that shit. Some girls are freaks. Some girls don't give a fuck.
I won't be offended.
But,
I'm pretty laid back.
Please, send me whatever.
As
long as you're, let me just straight, before I get, Chris Hansen, you know,
yeah.
Are you Chris from Two Strangers One Podcast? Before he whips out the, email, the stories. Yeah.
He's like,
if you're 18 or over, feel free to send me any fucking pictures you like.
Come on in.
Oh my
what is
God.
it, MSNBC?
If I could get like a girl.
Send
even if
it's, you guys want.
If it's something
guys,
like a post,
stuff too.
You're covering your boobies and it says Two Strangers One Podcast on your breasts, or
guys, send photos of you getting pegged.
But I never even thought about that.
Yes.
If we can get a fan to write Two Strangers One Podcast on her boobs. You could cover the nipples. I understand because you give us permission to post them on the page.
Yes.
I would fucking
all right, listeners, you do any. Okay, you don't have to be naked. So if people who don't want to be naked,
and we can't post on our Facebook if it's totally naked.
And you can, you know, everybody can be involved. Do something ridiculous, but have Two Strangers One Podcast incorporated in one way, and put it on our Facebook page. Even if you're being pegged, we won't, and you don't want it to be posted, we'll look at it and maybe talk about it, but we won't reveal. Yeah, just to make us laugh.
Two strangers one.
Two strangers, one pegged.
It's a girl pegging a guy. Two strangers.
Yeah,
people would think that was us too.
I know. We put that as like our main photo. Like, look at us, guys. That's us. We wanted a new photo. Here we go.
So, for my last question, how old is old? Where do you draw the
30.
line? 30?
30.
Wow. That's a small window.
Yeah, that is
24 to 30.
Because I feel like after 30, I wouldn't really have much in common. Like, what do we... I don't know.
Talk about?
Like, what are we gonna do? Like, we can vibe off things, you know, but, like, what am I really gonna, like... I don't know, just... Not that, like, I probably might go over 30, but if I find somebody who actually does,
Leave the keys on the Davenport, you know?
Yeah, like, shit like that. Be like, what the fuck is
Chesterfield.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to go to the talkies.
Yeah, like, unless I have, like, something really in common with them and we hit it off, that's a whole nother situation.
And once again, showing how fucked up I am.
Yeah. But 30,
blind, crippled, and crazy. Come on, Grandma.
What would you... Chris would do, like, 60, right?
I would... 60 in a heartbeat.
Look at
There's some... 60 is the new 40.
He didn't even flinch.
I don't flinch
with
at all.
Botox and all that shit, the younger these women look now.
No worry about birth control? What, are you kidding?
No time of the month. You gotta have, like, the air conditioning on, though, a lot. For, like,
for the hot flashes. Let me tell you, I'll be your Latin little pepper. I don't...
You did say one time you don't care. You'll be like what are they called? Like, you have a rich old woman?
Cougars? Oh, yeah, I'll have a sugar mama.
Yeah, sugar mama.
I'll have a sugar mama in a
You're like,
heartbeat.
oh, yeah, you know, I'll do it.
I eat the pussy. I will take care of you. Let me tell you, I'm fat. I'm not a shower, but I'm a grower. I'll hook you up.
I'll be your cabana boy in those Speedos.
You know, they got, yeah, you see me in my underwear. I ain't got nothing to fucking hide. I'm proud of my body. I will tear your old ass up. I will fucking turn you the fuck out.
Careful, Chris.
You want a little...
like arthritis and shit. Break the bones. Osteoporosis.
Make sure you get some Geritol before you can let me hit
Boniva.
that up. I will just, I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of
milk.
I'm a fan of the shaved vajayjay, so that's the one I can't.
They might not.
I don't want to see no gray pubic hair. I don't have any gray. I don't have gray hair. I ain't got no gray pubic hair.
You might have to shave it for them because they're like older now.
To help them reach.
Yeah, things are different. But
break out the barbasol and the hot towel.
The hedges.
That's the one thing.
Trim the hedges.
The one thing that I guess I'm still grimy about. You got to shave. Sorry, Grandma. You got to shave. No earth mama.
But I'm sure if somebody wants a younger guy, they're probably already know the whole scheme of things. And
if you trust me,
keep it clean.
I got a steady hand. I mean, just my face is manicured.
You do like like the quick little with the razor.
And it's sexy to shave a woman. I've done it before. It's very sexy.
Have you shaved a woman's legs?
No.
Would you shave mine? Because I hate doing it. Just being nice.
Buy me dinner
sexual.
First. I'll do whatever you like.
You shave my legs. It's annoying.
I've never shaved. I like playing with girls' hair. I've made some fucked up braids because I can't braid, but I think it's sexy playing with a girl's hair doing a braid and stuff
have you shaved an asshole?
I've never shaved an luckily I've never been with anyone that needed their asshole shaved. Pussy, I've shaved pussies before and it's I like doing it. It's very sensual. It's very,
Have you ever cut it? Like, ooh, a little nick?
Luckily no, but I always make sure it's a brand. I will not.
He will not give you
we're opening the package that night. You ain't giving me, this is the one I use all the time. No, fuck that. It's gotta be a clean run. Well, no, I'm just saying I make sure to know them because the new...
And will take good care of you.
Like I said, the women, and I've mentioned this in other podcasts, the Venus is nothing but the Mach 3.
Oh, yeah.
Except it's pink.
Yeah.
Or
it's got that feminine touch.
It's a little more rounded and it has the pink strip as opposed to the orange strip.
Right.
So that's the one. I'll do it for a heartbeat, but I'm insisting on a brand new razor.
Such a nice guy.
Nice. I mean it's for yours because in the interim, I don't want.
Right.
I've been shaved and it's not. I'm not. It's a matter of courtesy.
It's just a matter of service.
I hear these women talking about oral sex and about I'm not gonna blow guys and ask. Let me tell you, if I know I'm getting a blowjob,
you'll make it
I will fucking sparkle. I would run in the... You will see fucking flames behind me running to the bathroom to make sure I'm clean. If I know
you got the towel, rubbing it back and forth.
I would not... I never in my life...
Now, after a while, you're dating the girl, do things kind of slip up? Because I've heard, people dating for years and then it's like,
no, I mean...
You're so in love, you'll go down.
If you get a girl... No, I mean, if a girl decides... to give me a blowjob and we're in the heat of fucking passion and I know I haven't showered or whatever. I mean, not for nothing, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to shut up and accept a blowjob. But I wouldn't expect a blowjob. I'm sorry. Sometimes guys expect a blowjob. I would never expect a blowjob if I wasn't fully cleaned. I go to the shower, handle my fucking business. You know what I'm saying?
It's very nice of you, Christopher.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Girls appreciate that.
I'm a courteous. And
he wants it vice versa.
And on the flip side, if I'm gonna eat that fucking coochie, and let me tell you, I love eating pussy. Look, you could talk to my ex-wife, you could talk to my baby mama. I'm fucking skilled. And, you know, the other factors of the reason I'm not with either of those two women. I love eating pussy. And,
proud of you, Chris.
You know,
tell
your friends, because I love eating some pussy.
Tell your 18-year-old friends.
Tell your 18-year-old friends.
Or your 70-year-old grandma.
Latin spicy chubby boy. I will eat the fucking pussy. Just help me with my cell phone bill.
Eats with a Z.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. Snack on that, huh?
Yeah. Now I heard of, and this is a totally fucking disgusting episode.
It always is, Chris. It always is.
There's a movie,
teaching you how to eat the pussy?
No, that's a skill you learn. Well,
I'm sure
Sam Kinison had a great bit about eating a pussy, but I don't think that really, his idea was to lick the pussy, like lick the alphabet on the pussy. And I'm more of a clit man. I work the clit, I play with the clit. I've just been with women that are more clit oriented. Cause some women get off on penetration.
Right.
Some women get off on clit.
It depends.
Clit stimulation. I've just,
clit
I guess.
this, bitch. Okay,
I've been with women that are more clitorally stimulated. So, you know, and of course, you know, I understand you gotta be gentle. Do the butterfly. The butterfly is where you're light but fast, like light and flicking. You know, and then when you're getting hot and heavy, you suck that motherfucker. And, you know, you call me a faggot. Say, Chris, you a faggot because if you sucking a clit, that's like sucking a dick. Well, they call me a fucking faggot because,
don't think that's
you know, people, I haven't gotten a complaint yet. And I've been not complimented, but like, you know, when it's what they want, they're not going to keep coming back if it's a bad job.
Right.
You know, and of course, unfortunately, there are women on the flip side who will give you horrible blowjobs because they don't want to fucking do it anymore. And they give, suck the fucking cock, honey.
Sometimes your neck hurts after a while. Maybe your jaw locks. Chris, there's other things that go into it. Maybe they get
I want to see your cheeks cave in. It is called sucking a cock for a reason.
Maybe they got a sore throat.
Don't give me that lick the cock, lick the sides, all that other bullshit. Yeah, that's cute and playful. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I said that. It's called a blowjob. It's called sucking the cock for a reason.
Chris, it's actually called a blowjob?
It's
called blow on it, Chris. I will blow on it. How about that?
I blow
on it.
That better be... Oh my god. I'm incredibly embarrassed right now. Jackie! Because I know he has his Bluetooth headset. That's embarrassing. I'm gonna edit the hell out of this part.
Okay, I was gonna say edit that part.
But yeah, create a seal.
Create a nice seal.
Create a seal, be down there for a while.
Chris's sex tips for girls.
Yeah.
For that 18-year-old girl he's looking for.
Do it right. Like my father taught me, do it right or don't do it at all.
Nice. That was his motto.
I should close the door. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's a girl, you do it for 30 fucking seconds. And no, you have to keep going. Keep going. You know you're doing it when you see this fucking...
Because the thing is you guys won't get off on it for like 15 minutes. You want me down there for 15 minutes?
When the guy's curling his
there are major muscles.
His eyes are rolling in the back of the head. You know.
There are major muscles in the neck and like the shoulder that start aching, your jaw. They start to go out of whack. And then when you're older, then if you did all these great blowjobs, you fall apart when you're older. You got like neck problems, shoulder issues, all because you needed the seal.
And stick a pinky in his asshole.
Here we go. All his asshole,
hey,
man.
Take one of his condoms, put it on your pinky.
Sew up everyone's ass. Take one of the... There you go. If it's covered, that's a different story. Get one of those pinky condoms. Well, that's, you can get. The finger condoms.
So I guess you would never eat asshole. You would never go...
I don't know
never ATM. Never go ass to mouth. Okay.
I'm anti the ass. Sorry, folks.
You stay away.
But
that is a nuclear... You don't put a nuclear power plant by a playground.
Exactly.
Keep
sorry,
out.
Folks, yeah.
Barbed wire.
Exit only on that.
Chain link fenced and
barbed wire.
There
are so many people that love that shit. I'm like, because if you thought about it, you're licking the asshole. Think about where that asshole's been all day. What's gone through that tunnel?
Some girls like it.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. Just like people like to be shit on, pissed
yeah, I guess,
on,
yeah.
Spit on.
This is just a way out there fucking podcast.
We went from here to there. We went to Snooki's baby.
Snooki's baby,
which brought into like it's all pretty much the same topic.
ATM fees.
How do you think that baby came about?
Okay, and I got this is what I never even got to.
God damn it.
There was a movie called Oh God No, and Oh God No is
supposed to be Oh God
a
Yes,
very very underground movie.
From the Pink Tunnel?
It's going through the movie circuit right now, the film festival circuit.
Oh God No.
And it's about a biker gang.
Okay.
And in the movie, they have a drink called the vertical hatchet wound.
Hatchet wound is one of my favorite descriptions of the vagina. I think it's a hatchet wound.
And
it's
I don't know why they call it the vertical hatchet wound, because I think that's kind of already, that's like a redundant
hatchet
term.
Wound.
Yeah. Just call it a hatchet wound.
A hatchet wound would just be perfect.
Okay.
That's a drink?
A vertical hatchet wound is, okay.
Horizontal hatchet wound.
You take, I guess you would take a large amount of vodka.
I'm already liking it.
No,
not after this.
In a second, you're going to change your mind. And you throw a used tampon in it.
That is just downright disgusting. I don't wish anybody touching any used product of mine on anybody. Like, I think it's disgusting. And now you throw it in the drink?
You would throw it in the vodka and then take shots of the vodka. So those shots made with the vodka / used tampon.
Menstrual cycle.
The shot is called a vertical hatchet wound.
That is who?
This movie's called The Biker Gang, and the Biker Gang has a contest called like the Filthiest Man Alive contest.
And this is it?
And so I didn't see the movie, but
do you have to drink it, or like, is it like if you opt out, you're a pussy? Like, what? Yeah,
if you opt out, you're a pussy, but
I didn't know if it's like you're out of the gang.
Call me nasty. I would do a vertical hatchet wound.
Now
I would have to know.
Does it come out of?
See, that's the one.
Do they know?
I wouldn't do it. Or
whose vagina?
From someone I didn't know.
Ugh. Would you do it for mine? would you use mine?
Oh, let's have a little conversation first.
Yeah,
but honestly, no, it wouldn't bother me.
Oh my God. Like, just as a female, we go through this once a month. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone.
You never had a guy go down you on that time of the month?
I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. I've heard of guys who do that, and I say,
earning your red
what the
wings.
fuck? I've heard it be called
crime scene
sex. See,
I've
been with a guy for a long time, and then it eventually led into crime scene sex. Never did he go down on me with that. I wouldn't be like, you need to...
So now we're learning where your borders are. Yeah, learning where your border lines are.
I don't think I would want him to. Like, I'd probably be uncomfortable. I mean, that's just... I find it disgusting.
So I guess if you're grossed out by this conversation, you're probably a good between the ages of 24 to 30.
Come hang out with me.
And you need abs. I'm pretty sure you need abs.
Yeah. What's it called? Earning your Red Wings?
Earning your Red Wings.
I've heard of guys... I didn't know it was called that. Like, I've heard of crime scenes that.
Eating a jelly donut.
I'm like, I could just see him, like, come up and, like, looking like a vampire. That's all I picture. The whole Twilight scene, like, oh.
Been there, done that.
Why do you want to be down on that?
I guess I'm like such a fucking animal that when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. That shit does not make me queasy. It doesn't make me, and ladies, and I've been tested. I was tested January of this year. I'm clean. And, I will provide results upon request. But if I know I'm going to get some, I will more than happy. I'll be more than happy to go back to my doctor. Again. I'll go get my blood work done.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
Sick. I'm learning more about Kris.
Sick.
No, I've heard of people, and I'm sure there's many people that I actually know that I don't know that about that have done it, and I don't get, but again, I go through it once a month. I don't wish that upon anyone. Like, I don't find it cool, sexy, fun, and then all of a sudden, let's put it in vodka. Here's my... I swing it around the strings and just throw it into the vodka punch.
And in all fairness, vodka would kill anything.
Oh yeah, I don't think you would get anything
besides
from
just the grossness of it. But I mean the gross in your mind. But
yeah, see, I'd be too grossed out.
And especially if it's like cheap vodka, where it's like close to fucking rubbing alcohol.
Not to be gross, it's a uterine lining. It's a woman's uterine lining and blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
What'd you have for dinner? Uterine lining. And,
I actually got to add something from an episode a while back. I was talking about Olivia Wilde and The Change Up. Mm-hmm. I actually saw the beginning of the movie.
And hey!
That movie's, you get to see Leslie Mann's tits.
Oh, for real?
From, Knocked Up.
She's married to Judd Apaotow.
Now, I think what had happened was, I think they got Olivia Wilde to show her tits, and Leslie Mann had to, like, up the ante.
Oh, okay.
Because she's never shown her tits in any movie.
She's never been, like, even partially nude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you see tons of cleavage in her bra, never
anything. And she's a pretty woman.
Yeah, and, like...
She's funny.
Once again... I'm not a big fan of the movie. I'm not a big fan of the concept.
But there's some movies to be had.
But Leslie Mann, and of course, I mean, there is, I'm pretty sure Hollywood magic or whatever, but she looks fucking fantastic in
I
the
can't
movie.
see her having a bad body.
Yeah.
You know, she's just tiny and she's...
for it being, how many fucking movies, and all the movies she does, I pretty much love, I love Knocked Up.
I think she's hysterical.
I love 40-Year-Old
Virgin.
No,
they're doing another, it's like kind of a sequel to Knocked Up, but it's
her and
Paul Rudd, their marriage with the two.
Yeah, it's
like
about...
it's that side.
It's about... I believe it's about being married at 40.
Yeah.
Like being 40-something and married.
Yeah, and they're like kind of at like a rough patch or
something.
Yeah,
like obviously even in Knocked Up.
Yeah.
Even in Knocked Up, where...
They're kind of fucked up.
You're with someone that drives you fucking crazy, but you love them.
Yeah.
So
it's that. So
you're
I
not
don't know
going
when
anywhere.
That comes out, but I saw the preview.
I believe it's coming out sometime later on this year.
It looks funny.
And that's Judd Apatow's fourth movie. And let me tell you...
I think those are actually... I don't know if I'm right, but those are actually their kids.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe those are
kids.
kids.
So it looks like her.
Yeah, no, I believe... And plus, he's pimping his kids.
Hey, guys.
She's...
You want to live in my house, make some money?
Oh, hell yeah. What do you think? I would be putting Raven in movies as soon as I can.
You want to make some money?
I'll give her...
Live on a
she'll have a speaking part when I finally do get my movie made. What was I going to say? Funny People? Did you see that movie? Judd Apatow's?
No, that wasn't like depressing.
It is.
I wanted to see it because I thought it was going to be funny.
It is so horrible.
And then it's like sad.
I love 40-Year Virgin. I love Knocked Up.
I love both those.
Both those movies.
Whenever they're on,
I can watch, and I have them both on DVD.
40-Year Virgin's always on, and
I can watch over and over again. Funny People? That's the wrong name for that fucking movie.
Right, like, wasn't it like depressing? Like, he's dying.
It's supposed to be depressing because he's dying, and it's Adam Sandler and Seth Rogen. And it's not...
Is Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it? Is he the other one? Or who else is in it?
No, I think you think of 50-50.
Oh, that one's 50-50. But same thing, Seth Rogen and that.
To show you how Aziz Ansari's in it.
Oh, there you go. Jay-Z's with Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, they... what's his face? He played the Incredible Hulk, the first one. Eric Bana, he's in it. But Eric Bana's playing himself, but like a weird, warped version of himself where like he's this egotistical real dick.
Okay.
Which, I'm pretty sure you have to have a sense of humor to play yourself as a dick in a movie, so he's probably not a dick.
Right. I can't see him being...
And I think, because Judd Apatow likes him, because I believe he was in that, was it Barcelona? About the, like, Israeli...
I think that's what it's called.
I believe it was in Barcelona. So,
usually, like, Judd Apatow kind of, like, when he likes somebody,
he puts him in the movie.
Yeah,
so, I think, because they shout out Barcelona in Knocked Up.
Oh, really?
And then have Eric Bana in Funny People. So he's playing a version of himself. Like, I wanted to like it. Yeah. I just went to the theater expecting like it. And it was so bad. And Jonah Hill's in it, and he's Seth Rogen's roommate, and like they're both like aspiring comics, and once again, like besides Aziz Ansari, everybody in the movie are people I like, and I could not get into it. But I am looking forward to. I think it's called like 40 something or
something with marriage. I'll look it up. It looked funny.
Yeah.
The preview.
Or maybe 40. Maybe I'm thinking 40-year-old virgin.
But it's like
40-year-old marriage.
Being married. Let's see what's his name. Paul Rudd.
Still married or some shit. No, that's
still with him. And that's
I can't believe I scream suck the cock
as this goes really slow
through the house.
Yeah, he's like, you were so passionate.
And also, well, once again in the change up, then there's a scene. There's actually a scene where Ryan Reynolds is a porn star.
In what? Funny People?
No, in the change up. Because bringing up Leslie Mann and Olivia Wilde. There's a scene where Ryan Reynolds,
which he should be,
with Justin Bateman in his body, goes to a porn shoot, and there's a woman. She's kind of like a famous porn star, and you see her tits in the movie. So there's lots of tits in the movie.
They really knew what to put in there.
Yeah, but I was just surprised by Leslie Mann, and in the movie she looks spectacular.
I don't see it under Paul Rudd. Let's see if this is it.
Wow. It should be coming out later on this year, if I'm not mistaken.
I see a bunch of other things. I don't see it.
Wow.
Guys!
Look up Leslie Mann, maybe.
Well, That one's complete.
And
that's that.
and that's that. So, so
I don't see it.
I've been on a real Olivia Wilde kick. You know, the Tron Legacy's been on cable. And I finally watched Cowboys versus Aliens. She's in that.
Yeah, she is in that.
But
she's known for that.
I love Jon Favreau.
This is 40.
This is 40. Okay, so you got 40-year virgin, and this is 40. I know it's 40-something.
I found it under Leslie, but not Paul Rudd. Sorry, go on.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, maybe he's not.
as he's like in the photos together with them.
I wanted to like Cowboys versus Aliens.
I have no desire to see it.
And,
who's the main guy?
The main guy is,
big.
What's his face? The guy who played James Bond, the new Bond. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on his name. Harrison Ford's in it. Directed by Jon Favreau, who directed Iron Man 1 and 2.
Daniel Craig.
Cause Jon Favreau did a kid movie called Zathura. Did you ever see that? It was kind of...
Oh, yeah, it was like space-like.
It was... Zathura was...
games sort of thing.
From the same people who did Jumanji.
Yeah, it's the board game type
It's a board game come to life, except Jumanji's about the jungle, Zathura's about like space. Yeah. But it's the same people, except Jon Favreau didn't direct Jumanji. No. So Jon Favreau has made some great movies.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like Cowboys versus Aliens, and I was bored out of my skull.
I thought it got like kind of good reviews.
And Olivia Wilde's in it.
I know, right?
And it just breaks my heart to not like the movie. I'm gonna watch it again and give it a chance, but I didn't like it.
Well, just the whole thing, like...
I don't know.
I don't really like alien stuff.
Yeah.
Because I find it
unbelievable.
Yeah, like there's
I'm the key demographic.
But I find it so, like, unbelievable, like, a lot of the movies. Unless it's, like, a great action movie and it's more believable. Mm-hmm. But a lot of it's just, like, really...
Yeah.
Here comes the aliens, like,
big giant spaceships blowing stuff up.
Yeah, like, that shit, I don't find it, like, unless I see it happen in real life, and somebody makes a movie on it, then I'm believing it. Like, oh yeah, that alien actually did do that. But I don't, that's how I feel about aliens, folks.
Yeah, Hunger Games, you've seen it, right?
Of course!
I couldn't get into it.
Did you read the books?
No.
Oh, see, I read the book, so it was kind of like you have to go see
the
movie.
Maybe,
the first book was really good. Second book was really good. Third was kind of...
I understand the...
I like the movie.
Dramatic part of watching kids...
Slaughter
each other.
So awful.
I understand because, unfortunately, someone kind of spoiled that for me, so it wasn't as impactful.
Right.
But even though I kind of knew about it way before it was spoiled, like, I wanted to like it.
It pretty much followed the book. Mm-hmm. I didn't say there was any major differences. I just didn't like that whole, like, it's futuristic, and it's like, it totally could happen. Not, like, where you would go to slaughter, maybe that could be it, but just where there's such a famish, like, I didn't like, like there's just a shortage of everything.
Yeah. America is like,
yeah.
I think, I haven't read the books, but I'm thinking that the government that's suppressing, like, they're so fucked up that the people they're oppressing, they're keeping the food away from them. That's how I would picture it. Well, America's a very, very rich country.
You will see. Well, this is supposed to be like so far in the future after all these natural disasters. And
okay.
There's 12 districts now.
But apparently one
is like the, I can't even
They're like punishing the other districts because other districts
They have it all
decided,
in that one. What do they call it? The capital. It's called like Panem or something. I don't remember.
And so like.
So the capital has everything nice. Everything is,
which is like, they're drawing parallels to like today with like Occupy Wall Street type shit, the 1%.
Right.
Even
and
in India.
Everything's so well documented, like they have every technology thing, like it's just so well in advance, and it's all in this one city, and then everyone else
is like
but
in
each
fucking
district
shacks.
has like their own thing that needs to be, like the one, I don't know, one of the districts has like coal.
Yeah.
So they all gotta work in the coal mines.
All the black people. Yeah. Unfortunately.
And then the other one's like, grain or something. Like each one has their own thing, but it all gets shipped to
the capital.
And then they get ration stuff off, and like everybody's starving, and so it's kind of scary how that might not be too far off.
Yeah, I think they're trying to use Occupy Wall Street, kind of like, 1%, which is, kind of the way this movie is, and like, we the poor people have to perform to keep the rich people rich. Like, you're never,
I'm excited for the second one because it's more, if nobody's read it, spoiler alert, it should be more of an uprising.
Oh, okay.
Where everybody was going against.
And the one thing I do have to say about the movie is,
with the third.
I don't like it as a standalone. I watched it, I tried to enjoy it, and I was left like, but I could step back and go, okay, this is a bigger part of a trilogy.
Right, if
I'm going to watch part 2 and part 3, and it's going to make sense. And
it's kind of like laying the grounds for
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes. She's mad cool. Sorry. I don't know her personally, but I've seen her on different interviews and on Chelsea lately. She's the chillest person I know.
And
she
bring it back to comic book movies, she was in the X-Men First Class movie. She played the Mystique, the same character played by Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Now, I'm going to get, not rude, but she seemed chubby in the movie.
Not stick figure-like.
Not stick figure-like.
For these starving
I have a strong feeling that the next movies, we're going to watch her get more fit.
Oh.
Like, by the time they get to, like, the third or fourth movie, like, I think they purposely made her a little paunchy. Like, like teenagers have that extra little
baby fat
that I have a strong feeling. And now, obviously, I never read the books.
Young, yeah.
I think by the time they get to, like, the third, is there 3 books or 4? Or more than that?
3.
3? Okay.
3.
I think by the time they get to the third book, she's gonna be like War Machine. She's gonna be like thin and like jacked and
fit.
Like, I think they purposely wanted her a little, even though it's supposed to be the Hunger Games.
Right, like, she's supposed to be skinny.
She has baby
like
fat on her, and I have a feeling like by the third movie, she's gonna be
jacked.
You know. Which,
maybe.
You know, so, like I said, not that I didn't like it.
See,
but I'm like,
probably if you read the books,
you
would like it more. Like, I loved it after, like, I read the books and I was like, oh my god, I'm really excited for the movie.
And I heard good things. That's why I was like, I was so let down. I was like, what the fuck is this about?
See, if you know, like, what's coming up, it's kind of exciting. I know.
Okay.
I like it. Not like, whoa! But I like the movie. Yeah. It went along with the book, and I like the books.
Oh, okay, so...
Like, they didn't change any huge dramatic thing.
Oh, okay. And it's just, you know, it just was that the Cracker Jacks, the Slacker Jack, Tracker Jacks.
Tracker Jackers.
Tracker
Track Jackers or whatever. I love, what's his name who played him? Tucci.
Oh, Stanley Tucci.
I was gonna say Anthony, that wasn't. Stanley, I love him in everything he does, Stanley Tucci. And was that guy, he was so ridiculous. With his huge teeth and just like, Urgh.
And the big blue hair.
Yeah.
And, you know, what's not to say in the future that's like...
Right, but he was so ridiculous. Like, he played the part well. He was ridiculous. I love him.
I, you know, it's when you see movies that are like, they're satire of today's celebrities.
Right.
You know, why wouldn't a celebrity have a big, giant blue bouffant haircut? You know, because...
We already have the big teeth. We already had that.
The big shiny veneers and stuff like that. So, wow, Jesus Christ, we're at an hour and 20 minutes.
You know why? Because of the sex talk.
We had a lot of sex talk.
That's the thing. We
just totally cut out any Olivia Wilde.
Sorry, Livy. We'll catch up with you next week.
I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I gotta cut out me screaming, suck the cock, honey.
If you're gonna do it right.
Do it right.
Per Mr. Cologne.
And now I gotta go face my daughter's grandfather who's babysitting her while I'm recording this episode screaming, suck the cock, honey.
Good luck.
Oh, boy.
Do it right! Sounds like a drill sergeant.
That's why I'm single. Now,
nobody can do it right.
Visit Two Strangers, onepodcast.com. We still have www.doublejackpot.us, so you can visit www.twostrangers.com. It will direct you to our Podomatic hosting site, where you can find all the links to our eBay page, where I'm selling comic books, heavy metal, video games. It'll take you to our the links. You could find us on Facebook, facebook.com/twostrangersonepodcast. Hover over the like button and click show in newsfeed. Unfortunately, only 1/5 of our audience actually gets all our updates. So the only way to get every update is to subscribe to us on iTunes, or if you have an Android device or a Kindle Fire, you can download the Stitcher app, STITCHER, and favorite us, and that's the only way to get every single episode. You can buy my book, Double Jackpot. Wheels are moving. Something's going to happen to this book, so buy the book now. We're getting on the ground floor.
Thank you
for
listening.
We certainly hope you enjoyed listening to the show as much fun as we had recording it. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Kris.
And I'm Kristyn. Thank you. See ya.
Don't be a stranger.
There it is. See ya.
Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled COLON.
Him, honey.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking, are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I got to meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea,
Yeah,
man.
is.
Look at her, fucking. She's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show, I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
Yeah.
insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could saw them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne right now.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonePodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.